What's going on, man? It's officially after the show. Franchise Jake Claxton, this lovely lady sitting to the left of me, Dr. Cass Vaughn. You good? I see your lip wet, shining and popping. Your lip wet.
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking me.
Well, you smiling a little bit, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's good. You know, pushing through things we got pushed through, so it's good. I mean, you know, I can't say if you're having a good week because it's things that, you know, personal and family things that you're taking care of. But what I am proud of is you're here, you're doing the show, you're smiling, you look good, and in the midst of everything, you're still handling business. You know what I'm saying? So we here, I got you, we got you, and you know, we're gonna have an amazing show today.
Today we have Mann Robinson.
Yes.
And
yes.
So let me just tell you, I actually started following him because of one of our friends,
Right.
Trey.
Right.
And Trey was like, sis, you gotta see him, you gotta see him, you gotta see him, you gotta see him. And I was just like, who is he? And he was like, I'm gonna send you his Instagram. Just follow him, follow him, follow him. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to talk to him today. But before we talk to him, please tell me what is happening in the news.
So a lot of things happening. Let's start with rich people problems, right? Lamar Jackson actually requested a trade from the Baltimore Ravens, right? And I think he put this out. He had to put this narrative out because it was looking like the Ravens were really controlling the narrative at the end of the day. So he put a tweet out on Monday saying March 2nd, he asked for a trade from the Baltimore Ravens. He felt like they didn't necessarily appreciate what he brought to the table and how he put his body on the line and that sort of thing. And he thanked the fans, thanked all his Ravens flock or whatever the case may be. But he asked for a trade. They actually have a non-exclusive like franchise tag on him. So he can talk to other teams can give him an offer and the Ravens have a chance to match the offer. So I don't know where it's going to go. I honestly think that he's going to be in Indianapolis. I think he's going to be playing at Lucas Oil Stadium, which is, you know, the Colts. He's going to be on the turf. He's going to be in the dome. I think that's going to make him a lot faster. And he's playing in a weak AFC South.
Okay.
AFC South is Colts, it's the Texans, it's the Titans, and it's Jacksonville. So they play in a weak division. So I want to get that out the way.
Yeah.
And speaking about seriousness, before we bring Mann Robinson on.
I had something, but you just kind of went,
woo, woo, woo.
I'm like,
I was on the road.
and you know, best wishes to Lamar and whatever happens from his endeavors. You know, I haven't been on social media that much recently. However, today when I popped in, I saw something that was kind of disturbing to me. And it goes back to something that we discuss a lot. And for me, it was more so of, you know, now, what is it that men, or what is it that society wants from a woman? Like China decided, hey, I'm getting rid of my OnlyFans page. I'm removing anything that is that I did not come into this world with from my body. And now she's being criticized. And so it kind of goes back to what I said to you. And, you know, there are so many pressures that women have on men want them to look a certain way, but then you don't want these things to happen. And now she's saying, okay, you know what? I just want to be who I am. And I want to get I feel like this is not for me. And when she says that, now she's still being ridiculed. So it's like, you can't win for losing.
Well, I mean, you know, me, I like you in your natural state. I like natural state, natural beauty, or whatever the case may be. I don't want you to alter anything. Right? The way God made you is the way you're supposed to be. That's my honest opinion. It's not like I can go and get, well, I could, but I'm not going to get anything done. You know, like I got some abs here, but I can take this out right here.
If a woman gains weight, you're okay with them gaining weight?
No, but I don't think gaining weight is necessarily healthy. So let me finish. Let's try to be healthy. That's it.
So what if the weight gain comes because that's just how their body makeup, that's how God made them, right? So just because it's a weight gain doesn't mean that it's unhealthy. Some weight gain is just how God created you, right? So that's not to say it's unhealthy. I think that we should be able to accept people in their natural form, and everything isn't for everybody. And if you just don't like what you see, then go the opposite way.
And I agree. I'm just saying, let's work on being as healthy as we possibly can.
What if you don't have help? What if you try to work on it and you reach out for help and you don't have
I'm just saying, let's try to be as healthy as we possibly can. That's all I'm saying. That's my thought process. But I would love to bring this gentleman in. He's an author. He's a producer. He's a screenwriter. He has everything.
I'm sorry. He also has a distribution company.
Yeah, no, I was going. I mean, entrepreneur. I mean, it's so many titles that go with this gentleman in front of his name and behind his name. You know, actually, big studio in Atlanta, Georgia. Definitely a man of color, black man. We got Mann Robinson on after the show, man. Welcome, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for the intro. That was kind of live. I like that.
Man, no problem, man. Like I can go. I go for days, man. I could go for days, bro. How you feeling, man? Everything's good. How is business?
Well, you know, business is it's an ongoing thing. You know, it's not like a everyday thing. It's just an ongoing thing.
Right.
So it's ongoing. So that's good.
So let me ask you a question, because I know my partner has a lot of questions, right? Out of all the things that you do, you know, you have this big studio, you write, you produce, you act, you're an author. What do you love the most? Like, what is your favorite thing to do? Out of all the hats that you wear, what is the favorite thing? What is your favorite thing?
Succeeding.
Okay.
Because that's all it is. Because all the things you name is just what needs to be done under the business that I have. Okay. So I'm an entrepreneur, businessman first, right. And all the rest of that stuff is what the company I have needs. Okay. So my favorite part is being the business.
Right. No, and I think that's why we wear the hats that we wear, because we want to be successful. I mean, we want to be successful. We want to make sure our family, friends are good. We want to build a legacy, leave a legacy. And they just the things, I guess, that come with doing that.
Right.
You know, they the things that come with doing that.
I'm so excited because a few weeks ago now, you started the distribution section of Mann Robinson Studio. Tell us about it.
Well, it's just when I first started doing film, it was, you know, really wasn't any literature out there for us to learn except for going to school. You know how expensive that could be. And it just wasn't anything, especially for us. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of YouTubing and Googling going on.
Right.
And, you know, and that was looking at other people though. It wasn't looking at me learning, it was looking at them learning. And, you know, it was just a lot into it. So once we did get a film together, now there's nowhere to put it.
Right.
Like really, like it was like, okay, well then what's the real motivation? The real motivation was theater. It was always theater. I'm gonna get it in theaters, maybe Netflix. That's what pushed us back then.
Okay.
12 years. But now things are different after the pandemic. Now we have streaming services that are you know, it's the lick. That's it right now.
Right.
So with the long relationship that I had with these different companies, networks, you know, it was only right for me to politic to try to get it where I can get a door open to now put it through us.
Right.
And so let me ask you a question. Is it just for film, or are you doing it for television shows as well?
That it's all the same to us now.
Okay.
Because the only thing that could go in theaters were movies. So theater is gone. Just think of it as gone. So anything you can watch at home is distribution now.
Okay. Got you.
And as we talking about this, like you said, my thought was, you put something in the movies, you make all this money, right? And now we have streaming services. I know Netflix cuts like big deals for, you know, films, comedy specials, that sort of thing. But these other streaming services, do they cut those checks like Netflix, or these deals are different, or you got to arrange and massage things a little different?
Netflix don't cut big checks. They only cut big checks for big names.
Okay.
So yeah, that's it. It's just like the music industry. It's all name driven, celebrity driven. Now they spend a lot of money on their movies that they make. That's where a lot of their money go. But if you got an independent person like myself, they're not gonna give you no $100 million. None of that. They give you enough money to keep going and building your empire. But right now, as we sit, Tubi is one that's paying the most.
Right.
As we sit here, look at each other, Tubi is the one that pays the most. So it just depends on who you go to. If some of them don't have any money at all, you just letting it ride.
Right. And you know, I'm glad that you said that, because I think that's important for people to know, because I tell them that just because you see it on television doesn't mean that $1 million has been made from it. You have to build to get to that, you know?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people don't understand the process that it takes to actually get there. What I do appreciate about your studios is that not only do you have the distribution, but you also train actors and you do virtual acting classes as well.
Right. Well, I have an instructor by the name of Dale Jennings. He's actually one of the first people I met when I got to Georgia, 2013.
Okay.
And I had a casting call, and he came in for the casting call. He improv, and it was like I couldn't believe how good it was. It was just, it was just dope. You know what I'm saying? And me and him been friends ever since. And he's the instructor. So we do that every month, 4 times a month, but on a monthly basis.
Got you.
I need to get in that class, man.
You don't need no acting class.
Huh?
You don't need no acting class. You just need to go.
Okay. All right.
Oh wow.
So listen.
Okay.
Right. We gotta make this happen. I mean, that was,
Man has spoken.
Right. You know, that's something that was on the vision board. Something that, you know, wrote down. Film, TV, DJ by trade. So that's something that we wanted. I wanted, and I've read for some things, especially during the pandemic, coming to America, and we sent something for Creed 3, but I still don't necessarily know. Like I feel naked, or I feel like acting 101 for dummies, or whatever the case may be, because I don't necessarily know how to really get in.
You don't have, the way to get in is to there's a lot of ways. One of the ways is to know somebody. The other way is to be so damn good that people are looking for you.
Okay, got it. Say less. I hear you loud and clear. You didn't even have to, that was a drop the mic moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear you loud and clear, my brother.
Interesting enough, I shared, I had to speak at a college last week, and I said, that question came up, and I said, they asked me, what do you look for when you're looking for someone? I said, you just need to be good. You just need to be good, And talk about good, you have 2 projects on the horizon. One, Sebastian, which will be airing on Peacock, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about Sebastian.
Well, Sebastian, I actually, let's back up a little bit. So when I got into the game, I started doing movies of what, I was like you. I was like, I want to act, So I just wrote my own damn movie and jumped in it. And that's how I started acting. You know what I'm saying? Not a class in sight, just did it. Right. But when I did it, it was what I knew. I knew the hood, I knew DJs. It was actually about a punk ass DJ. I don't know if I can cuss now, but I already did.
You can.
Punk ass DJ back in it was really based on that. And so it had a certain element to it. When you talk about certain stuff, it has to have the right kind of atmosphere and a certain type. So the next movie I wanted to do was on the same type of style, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of hoodish. Not hoodish as in sloppy or nothing, but just the atmosphere.
Right. So
I knew I wanted my next movie to be different. I wanted to have a whole nother look. You know what I'm saying? So to show that I can go either way. And that was 2016 when I wrote it. Right. When I first originally wrote it. So it's a scary movie. Kind of turned it into a thriller, really. It's more like a thriller, scary movie.
Right.
Okay.
and it's dope. By the time I was able to, I shot it once and I didn't like it. So I shot it again. And the second time, by that time I was able to get some people in it. So I got Torrey Hart, Darius McCurry, Jamie Bernadette, which she was in Spit on Your Grave. So she's big off that. Jermaine Hopkins, that was like a bucket list for real. And so it's packed up. The movie's packed up and it's got a great original story. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to watch it on Peacock. Peacock is one of my favorite.
I was going to say that. That's her streaming service right there.
That's her streaming service of choice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. She the one told me my favorite show of all times is on Peacock.
Sanford and Son.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I watch that all the time.
I know, right? Right. Oh, my God.
My favorite show. I know every episode by heart. Definitely, man.
Yeah.
But no, man, we thank you for just taking time out your schedule and, coming to chill with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We really do. We appreciate you taking time out your schedule, man, giving us the gems and the food. And a lot of times what I love about the show is I learn from our guests. So, and I'm in the entertainment industry and I learn from you. So hopefully, I know that the people who watch this show gotta learn and get gems from you as well. So I definitely appreciate it. We'll be getting to you or offline because I'm really serious about the acting and
No, he told you.
Right,
you don't need classes, just do it.
I'm
He told you to be Nike.
I'm gonna give you a
He
holler.
said be in your best Nike.
Yeah, just do it. I'm gonna give you a holler, man. And I wasn't a punk ass DJ neither, man. I stood 10 toes down, man. I talked to everybody, man. I played the game the right way, bro. I promise I did.
Listen, for people who want to follow you, how can they follow you?
Oh, we man raps across the board, 2 ends.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Yep.
Appreciate it, man. We ain't gonna hold you, man. Continue to break down barriers, bro.
Oh man, thank you, man. I didn't break them down though. Dolomite did. Remember that.
Right. Okay. All right.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
The human tornado, not the human tornado. The human tornado. Yeah.
Tornado.
No, man. Appreciate you, family.
Thank
All
you
right, man.
so
Thanks.
much.
Have a good one.
Take care.
All right.
So no, that was good. Great information. Glad he took the time to kick it with us and everybody after the show. So I know you won't send a reel or clip or whatever the case may be. So Mr. Robinson, I appreciate you. Thank you. But Love and Business on Lock. And I was listening to something this morning and it made me, I said, that's what Love and Business on Lock is going to be this week. And Love and Business on Lock is...
You're not saying it right. It's Love Business.
Love Business on Lock.
No. It's Love Business on Lock.
Oh, okay. So you sound like you should be doing sex talk and slow jams.
Hey, I'm gonna have to edit that out, right?
On
you do understand
station.
I have to edit that out.
Oh, well, whatever. You should be on late night radio saying that, right? You should be on late night radio saying exactly what you just said. But I wanted to bring this up. Like I said, I saw this and it made me think, like, I need to use this for Love Business on Lock. So you must pick the right mate, spouse, or person to be in a relationship. That is crucial. That is crucial to your success. That is crucial to your mindset. That is crucial to your everyday movement, is to have the right spouse, mate, or person that you're in a relationship. Because if you have the wrong person, if they do not support your dreams, if they do not support what you do, if I want to be something and this lady does not support what I want, then why is she here? And vice versa. If she has a thing that she wants to do and I'm not here to support, have her back, be her crutch, have her pom-poms out and be the cheerleader, then I am the wrong person. And if that person is wrong, if you can't change that person, which nine times out of 10, people don't necessarily change once they're grown, you might have picked the wrong spouse. If you pick the wrong spouse, that is a surefire way to help you not be successful. in the things that you want to do. You must, that is imperative, you must pick the right spouse. In order for you to fulfill your goals, your dreams, and your admirations, you must have the right spouse. Love Business on Lock.
Oh, okay. I guess
You had a lot to say?
I did, but
okay, no. Well, feel free. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to close.
This is the second time
floor.
you've done that.
You had the floor. I didn't mean to close. I'm sorry.
I think that you have to pick the right person, but you also have to be able to communicate with that person. And I think a lot of times we get caught up in fixing situations because we want our partner to be okay. But the thing that watching my parents, 60 plus years of unconditional love, and I had a conversation with my mom the other day and asked her, how were you and Daddy able to last? Guess what she said to me?
I'm listening.
She said, because he was always able to give her what she needed, not what he thought she wanted.
Okay.
And I'm so big on it. I say that all the time. And I never knew where I got that from.
Right.
But I guess I realized now after our conversation that that's where I got it from. I got it from watching my dad always asking, my dad's question all the time is, what do you need, right? And I remember a situation that we had, my dad and myself, and he called me, he said, well, what do you need, baby? And I said, Daddy, I don't know what I need. And he says, you know what you need. He said, when you can articulate what you need to me, I'll give you what you need, not what I want you to need. And I think that that is a very important thing that we all have to understand.
Okay.
My fix is not your fix, and your fix is not my fix. But what makes it work is when I can compromise and take myself out of it and fix it the way you need it.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Love Business on Lock. I did not mean to cut you off. I had you. That's it. I had you. I'm taking control.
What's your food for thought? I'm sure you have some for me.
Food for thought. You staying with me today. Food for thought, right?
Yeah.
So I got to give executive producer of my Food for Thought to my man DJ Epps in Miami, right?
Okay.
DJ Epps had a post that said that a client will become your friend quicker than a friend will become your client. And that is so true.
And sad.
But so backwards at the same time, right? If you are my friend, I am supposed to support you, right? If you are my family, I am supposed to support you. I'm supposed to be your biggest cheerleader. I am supposed to promote you as I would want myself to be promoted. You know what I mean? That's what is supposed to happen. Prime example, when we are in Maryland, we film at a great friend of ours, Cigar Lounge. I always have my own cigars. Could I come in here and smoke? And she wouldn't say nothing. Yes. But because I support, I'm going to always go and buy a stick because I'm supposed to support. If I go in from buying something from a friend of mine, I'm going to buy it. Unless they say, here, Jay, I want to give that to you. I don't expect anything for free. I just don't, because I know you. You don't walk into Gucci, Louis, Prada, Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, whatever the case may be, Nike. You don't go into the sneakers app and expect a discount or anything free. So why do you want it from me when I am in the process of trying to establish myself? Friends and family are supposed to support friends and family. If that does not happen, that is an issue. And to be honest, you probably need to reevaluate your friends and family circle. You need to reevaluate that, because they're supposed to support. Support ain't, if I'm having a party, support ain't you just coming to the party. Support is, yo, here go whatever it is for the party. I'm supporting you. That's what support is. So that's my food for thought. So if you're going through that, just know you need to reevaluate your friend and your family circle.
And that's it for us this week on After the Show.
Yes.
Thank you, Mann Robinson. Thank you, Shirley from Fire and Smoke. Thank you, Jay, for all that you've done to continuously help us move After the Show through.
Right. James, thank you from CaSay too. We appreciate you. We appreciate CaSay. We appreciate everybody. And with that being said, we thank you so much for being part of After the Show. You could be anywhere else in the world. You're here with us, and we greatly appreciate that. And we know that your time is of the essence. So we need to make sure that you spend your time wisely. We appreciate you. We'll see you on After the Show.